Hello, dear students, and welcome to a new English lesson. Today's lesson is for the 7th grade. The topic is nowadays, and I am Ivana Bokavšek, your English teacher today. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to understand the text by listening and find needed information on the influence of the modern technology on the elderly people's lives and education. You will be able to write a short text on the influence of the modern technology on your education using should and shouldn't. For this lesson, you need your pencil, notebook, laptop, tablet or mobile phone, QR code scanner, and internet connection. A washing machine is very common in every household. We can say it is so important that we can't imagine our lives without it. It is a time saver as well. Why? Can you imagine washing clothes without it? How long will it take to make them clean? While it washes our clothes, its different programs take care of preserving the quality of our clothes. There are options you can use for delicate materials and adjust ideal washing temperature. It is also hygiene keeper because we are lucky to have a possibility to use it on a daily basis and that way to change our clothes regularly, what is necessary for our personal hygiene and that way our health. Dear students, there is a nice short teaser for you right now. Do you know which object it is? What is it used for? Or rather to say, was used for. Let me give you some clues. The first wooden models were found in Italy. When I say wooden, I mean with a wooden plate. This one dates back to the 19th century, made in the USA. Then it was a great American invention because the wooden scrub sheet was replaced by a metal one made of zinc, ili cink, or copper, ili bakar. Did people use it in Croatia? Yes, surely they did, especially laundresses. Do you know who a laundress was? A laundress washed clothes as a laundry worker. Can you imagine how tough that job was? As the job was a common female job at that time, there is also a story about the laundresses from the place called Preko on the island of Ugljan. And finally, our secret item is a washboard. Have you ever heard of it before? In honor of those hard-working women, look for this story using the internet. It is very easy to find it. Just type in your browser laundresses from Preko and the very first site that pops up tells the story. You need to find the answers to the following questions. What happened? Where did it happen? When did it happen? Is it a true story? Pause the lesson, please, and find out this story. These photos make a nice and short time traveling on the subject of laundry. You can see here the laundresses from Paderborn, a town in Germany, named after the shortest river in Germany, Pader. With the coming of Industrial Revolution at the end of the 19th century, here you can see a complex system of heating the water to heavy irons used to iron the clothes, and to the washing machine and a dryer next to each other nowadays. Following the story and difficulty of doing laundry, people finally came to a bright idea to open first laundromats operated on coins, as you can see in this promotional poster, to the delivery of washed laundry in the 1930s. To usual shops like this one, laundry shops, where you can find a great number of washing machines also operate on coins. That was a short review on our dear household machine, washing machine, but it is not the only one that makes our lives easier. Let's see the others. Can you say which machines they are? I will show you a picture and you will write the type of a machine or device in your notebook. Then you will check your answer with mine. Let's see them. The first one is a dishwasher. The next one, a robot vacuum cleaner. What about this one? A coffee machine. And this one? An iron. And this one? An electric cooker. And the last one? A hand blender. Don't you find them all equally important in our lives? Would it be hard to live without them? Pause the lesson and write your opinion on these questions. Let your teacher read your answer. Good job! Now we are talking about unbelievable invention. It's a smart home. Have you ever heard anything about it? Do you know what smart home is? Take a look at these symbols. Why is it smart? How well is it equipped? So smart home is a home equipped with lighting, heating, and electronic devices that can be controlled remotely by smartphone or computer. Why is it good to have a smart home? It saves energy and money. You can have more precise control over the heating and cooling of your home, operated by a program that knows your schedule and temperature preferences, and then suggests the best energy-efficient settings. The lights can be switched on or off, also automatically, when you enter or leave the room. Surveillance is the careful watching of a person or place, especially by the police or army, because of a crime that has happened or is expected. It means when people are on their holiday or at work, they can monitor their house using security cameras. When people aren't at home, they want to be sure that a water leak can be censored by a smart home system and instantly let the owner know about it. People can analyze their daily habits with the help of Home Assistant. They can monitor how often they watch TV, what type of food they keep in their fridge, or what kind of meals they cook. You need to admit, all this sounds fantastic, doesn't it? On the other hand, there are some disadvantages, such as the costs of living. They are high because brand new expensive devices make this home a smart one, and it is a quite sum of money to invest to repair them. Without a good, strong internet connection, you cannot take control of it. Can you think of any more examples? Pause the lesson and write them in your notebook. Now you will watch a short video and see how modern technology can make a difference in older people's lives. Follow this link, Comp for Seniors, or just scan this QR code. After watching the video, you need to decide on the following: right, wrong, or doesn't say. The first sentence is, Alice finds it difficult to manage this device. Next sentence, she's game for these kinds of devices. I'm game for means willing or ready to proceed, or in other words, she gladly accepts modern things in life, especially technological ones. Sentence number 3, she uses it to communicate with her family. Number 4, it helps her to make her meal. And the last one, it gives her information about the weather conditions. When you finish this task, share it with your teacher. We've talked about the evolution of machines in our households. And now let's see what it was like with education. At the beginning of the 20th century, this type of school was a regular one. You could find an abacus, a device using to do basic math operations, or a slate board instead of notebooks for students to write on. Slate is a kind of rock used for these boards, and students could write on it using a piece of chalk. This is what we have in our schools today, from slate board to a smart interactive one. Tablets you can play educational games on or use to search for many information you can find on the internet, or a mobile phone to make presentation or poster to describe famous landmarks of your place to your teachers in a field class. Fantastic, isn't it? As every single thing has its own good and bad sides, it is the same case with modern technology in today's education. Let's see advantages first. Learning is more interesting, surely. With that super fast, entertaining and smart devices, learning can't be boring at all. When you use the same app or tool to do together one project, then you work in a team and you learn how to collaborate properly and communicate as well. Those skills are major ones required for your future life, personal and professional. Using modern technology, you are more on your own. You determine your working pace and decide on the search for the information you need to collect. What about disadvantages? All those devices have a significant value and they are not cheap at all. Teachers need to spend more time than usual to teach their students how to deal with different devices and apps. The increase of cyberbullying is one of the most terrible cases of misuses of technology. Do you know any other cases of misusing of modern technology? Write that down in your notebook and share it with your teacher. Before watching the video, there is a list of key vocabulary to check. Personalized learning. It's learning designed for each student with their specific needs in mind. Personalizirana poduka. Tailored lessons made for particular student according to his or her needs to improve their knowledge and skills. Nastava skrojena prema potrebama učenika. To monitor the lessons, to observe and keep an eye on the student's behavior. Promatrati nastavu I ponašanje učenika. Fee, an amount of money that must be paid. Pristojba. To diminish, to reduce. Umanjiti, smanjiti. Elite education, education paid by powerful, rich people. elitno obrazovanje. Now you need to watch the video following this link, bit.ly, Schools of the Future, or just scan this QR code. After watching the video, you need to write the advantages and disadvantages of this school of the future. Conclude it with your opinion. Would you like to attend this kind of school? Why? Share your thoughts with your teacher. It's your turn to reflect on the influence of modern technology on your education. Write a text in 70 to 80 words and, of course, let your teacher check it. You need to write about the use of technology in your classes. What do you use? What kind of devices? Apps, programs? How often do you use devices and educational apps or programs? Why do you use them? To prepare for a test or to do creative work? What do you like and dislike in using technology in your education? Why? Give your suggestions to improve the use of technology in classes by using should and shouldn't. And don't forget to pause the lesson to do this task. You need this rubric to know how well you've written your text, so don't miss it. Find out how good the content, vocabulary, spelling and punctuation, and grammar are in your text, according to these descriptions. Again, think about today's lesson by giving your teacher 5. Write down 5 most important things you've learned today. So, show them to your teacher. This is the end of our lesson today. Thank you for your attention. You've done a great work. See you soon again. Bye.